I am alive. Dun, da, da. I am alive. And I have my counter ready for all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Oops. Hold on. That many so far. I've done many others today, just not while you were watching. I think I like to get together so you can watch. That's kind of weird now that I think about it. But hello from lovely New Delhi, not the old Delhi. That was like so many years ago. Okay, from New Delhi, India, where we are doing a Being You, Changing the World, creating the money you've never been willing to have, and oh my friggin' goodness, what else is possible? Just tap in, beautiful people. Get a sense of the sense of the sense of. So good. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. We like to watch my people. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. ¿Me comprendes mi inglés? Hey, qué bueno. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. 25 times. Goodness. And the thing about all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory is all you have to do is say it. How does it get any better than that? And I think it's so friggin' cool. What an amazing gift. And people have been telling me that as they've been using it, all the things that used to look like problems and real have a different, it's like they're translucent rather than solid. So please keep using this. And I mean, wow. So anyway, so many things. So a friend of ours, they were out on a walk in a wooded area, and their little dog named Crumpet went away. And we have a group called Maestros, and they're people who have really embraced this idea that we can create a magical world together using this, something that I want to say develop, but kinda. But for me, it's about each of us individually accessing our superpowers. Anyway, they're called Maestros. And so they sent in this thread. So this little dog, tiny little guy, very strong, very tiny, disappeared yesterday. And it was very interesting to perceive all the contribution that everybody had for this little creature. And a couple hours ago, they sent a text to her. They're like, "We found him." And what was interesting is I talked to the brother and sister. That it's the sister's dog, and the brother cares for her a lot. They have a really great relationship. And so I spoke with her, wanted to see if she was okay. And we got to some stuff that was, this little creature had facilitated something that she had been asking for, that this was like the quickest, most beautiful way to get to. And then I facilitated the brother, and this creature facilitated him to get to something that was so beautiful, something that had been there his whole life that he didn't even know was there. And it was so incredible to perceive what happens when, instead of making something a problem, you have this perspective of asking questions. Questions like, what else is possible, as you've heard me say so many times, but also like, what is this really? What do I do with it? Can I change it? And if so, how do I change it? And so what I did is I just started asking them questions and using the clearing statement and access consciousness tools. And it was so amazing because they were both at peace with whatever little Crumpet chose. And they went out looking for him today, and they found these search dogs. And as soon as they started the search, they could hear Crumpet, and he came running back. And it was just like miracles. I'd like to invite you to know that you and we live in a world of miracles. no matter what everything out there is trying to get you to believe. It is your choice not to believe it. It's your choice not to buy the lies. What's true for you always makes you lighter. A lie always makes you heavier. And there's a lot of heaviness out there. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glories, one of these great tools to go beyond buying it. You just look through a different lens. Now, I also know what it's like. A lot of you might think, oh, well, I'm so different now. But a lot of you might think, over these 26 years now that I've been doing Access Consciousness, that, it's so easy for me. I've never seen problems as real. Bullshit. They probably felt more real to me than anybody else because they weren't true. And that's one of the things that happens. So and the thing about using all of life comes to me with these enjoying glory, and everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be, is it's not something you can go, oh, I'll feel this way when I do this. It's something you have to do and then see how it changes you. And even when you don't want to do it or don't think you can, do it and see what it changes. Because the only time you stay stuck is when you decide you're stuck and are not willing to make a choice to move forward. And by the way, that is totally okay. There are some times where you're stuck with something and you just want to wallow in it and suffer with it and stay stuck in it. That's not wrong. Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So if you don't have to judge yourself, like I had a time a while ago, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to change this. I was in a yuck stuck what the fuck mood, I was doing my cranky pants and sadness and blah, 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 and nothing is working. And I realized, wow, I don't actually want to change it. So I went, well, okay, if I don't have to judge that, I'm going to sit here and be with it. So I intensified it, and I intensified it, and I intensified it. And after just a little bit of that, I started laughing. And I was like, this is awesome. I'm doing this to myself. Oh my God. It's one of the things we got to in class today that was so beautiful, to see people actually realize that we're choosing these things. The whole thing about Access Consciousness, you have different choices. And by the way, I think you all know that I just released a new course about sensing things. Like a lot of us have wanted to create things, but we think we're supposed to structure it and then define it and then even whittle that down so it's like this perfect thing. But does it ever show up? No, because in that point you're limiting your magic, because your magic is in sensing it and then asking for it. Okay, I love this. You and Access Tools taught me that the greatest tool I have is one I've always had: choice. Boom, shakalaka. Can you join the Being You Live? You can send an email to somebody. If you get it and watch today, you could join tomorrow. Otherwise, we can let you know when it's available in the shop, which will be right after class. So I released a course on using your superpower basically to create your future, rather than trying to structure it and define it and understand it and list all the problems and overcome them. It's about opening up and sensing what you'd actually desire. Like right now, get the sense of having most of your life come to you with ease and joy and exuberant expression and abundance, which is what glory means. Now, just ask for it. And pock and pot everything that doesn't allow it. That's what the pock and pot is for, by the way. Just pock and pot everything that doesn't allow it. Everything that doesn't allow it, pock and pot. Or right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100. Shorts, boys, bogas, vases, creations, and beyonds. That works too. Pock and pot is just the short form, and it works just as well. Unless you have OCD like I do, and then you want to say the whole thing all the time, just to make sure, which is so funny, because I know pock and pot works just as well, but I also know how I'm wired. I don't judge it anymore. I'm just like, sorry, for me, I want to say the whole thing. And if you get the sense of it, and that's what the whole course is about. And so if you come at challenge, there's a bunch of free gifts I have for you if you haven't heard already. Like waking up miraculously, this thing you can play every morning when you wake up, and it's translated into every language we have available almost. Probably there's some languages it doesn't have, but a rare language it might not be in, but like that, the links to the Tour of Consciousness, all of my hundreds or over 1,000 videos on YouTube, I think at this point, there's a lot, okay, just with different tools. So many, but in there is the link to the course. And I've gotten such beautiful feedback. This thing has been out for about a week now, and it's so cool what people are saying and what they're saying that they receive. So consider yourself warmly invited. So if you comment challenge, we'll send you a link to that and all kinds of wonderful like gifts and things that you can check out that are resources for you. And people ask me like, why do you do this? I'm like, well, number one, it makes me happy, to see somebody have access to something that I needed that I didn't have because it wasn't available. We didn't have social media when I started. We barely friggin' had internet when I started. Back in the day, children, there was a thing that was not called internet. It was called a telephone. Anyway, I don't know if you remember those days. There were these things and they had a handle and you had to dial them in a circuit. Anyway, that sort of thing is what I'm talking about. But I do it because I want you guys to have a lot more ease. And the tools are there, so I want to make them as available to you as possible. Which is part of course, what this All of Life Comes to Me with Ease and Joy and Glory challenge is about. I like it. She said, thank you for that. I was looking at how much I can receive from the places where something doesn't go in the right way. And if I'm willing, those are such a gift. Totally. So much. Okay. And it was very interesting that I had a sense I needed to reach out to these beautiful people, just to see if there was anything I could contribute, because I know how stressful that is. I've talked to you guys about when Delilah went on walkabout. And I'm like, and I know how when you care so much, you think it must be something that you did wrong. Or how many of you are on a journey, spiritual, conscious, whatever you want to call it, a journey of more awareness. And yet one of the things you pick up along the way is, oh, if this happened, I made it happen, therefore I'm wrong. But that's not the way the universe looks at it. It's not the way a happy puppy looks at it. Okay, look from this perspective. If a happy puppy wouldn't choose it, you don't have to either. Okay, and I truly do mean that. And it sounds so simple, but it really makes the point. Because anything else is thinking and judgment and masked reality, matter, energy, space, and time. And our reality is one of energy, space, consciousness, choice, and miracles. That's us. Okay, and so when matter and time get involved, it's all the stuff we see in this world, the validation through judgment and trying to understand, and oh my goodness. And if you simply allow yourself to not go into wrong, and then ask some questions. What is it? What do I do with it? Or whatever questions you have that come to mind, like what else is possible? Or what can I be aware of from this? Like what awareness can I get? Or what awareness do I need to have to change this? Any question that's about more awareness. And what's wrong with me is not a question, it's an accusation that you're wrong, okay? Pre-conclusion in the supposed question. And so anything, just any question will open the door to a different possibility. And that's the beauty of a question. And please create your own. You can use the ones I share with you and other facilitators share with you as a starting point. But please, 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 this is not meant to be a structure. It's meant to get your own creative juices flowing. Because and you'll ask something I've never even said before in 26 years of facilitating. It'll be exactly what you require or exactly what somebody else requires. So we please acknowledge that about you. And please acknowledge that you, my beautiful friend, are a gift. Oh, I love this. Each one of these lives has opened up something for me each time. I'm so grateful. Yay! Thank you. Todo en la vida llega a mí con facilidad, gozo y gloria. Abrazos desde Alemania. Gracias. How does it get any better than this? I taught this to my 3 children who are now grown and teaching it to their kids. That's friggin' awesome. That makes me so happy. That's what I would like to see, okay? That is exactly what I'd like to see, is us paying it forward. Because why do we want to keep all we live in a world in which people want to get good stuff and then hold on to it. It's like, but the best stuff gets greater when it's shared, when we all get greater. I mean, I may be crazy, but I'm happy in my craziness. So there. So anyway, once again, if you comment challenge, you can get the link to the course that's about sensing to create, which is a much easier way of accessing your superpowers, plus all kinds of the free gifts. There's one other thing I want to do with you, but I want to do some ease, the joys, and glories first. So all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. So funny, I want to answer every question that's sent in, because there's these nuggets of awareness that can benefit all of us. Sometimes I don't necessarily have time. It's about 10:30 and I was going to go to bed about 45 minutes ago because today was a cooker of a wonderful, miraculous day at the Being Your Change in the World class. But I wanted to do this live. I was like, oh, I want to see my people, all of us around the world, asking for more ease, joy, and glory. What do you think that's doing for the world? Oh my God, just tap into the earth right now. Dear Earth, how is it for you having all of us asking for ease, joy, and glory and being willing to just do the simplest thing to choose it? It's so cool. Sometimes, and I know we know this somewhere, but the simplest choices are sometimes the most potent. The ones that just create the most. We think it has to be complex. We think you have to work so hard, but what if you don't? What if it can be actually ease for you and for us? Everything that doesn't allow that, right? Wrong, good and bad, bottom, pock, all 100, shorts, boys, boveds, bases, creations, and beyonds. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Okay, we're at 50. So I want to say one other thing. I'm going to give you a tool that might be really helpful for you. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to surround yourself with pearlescent white light. Pearlescent is like, and I used to say opalescent, even though I would see pearlescent, and I keep getting them confused. So if I ever say opalescent, I mean pearlescent. I was recently re-educated on the appropriateness of pearlescent white light. So pearlescent, like if you look at an opal, it's got, green and teal and purple and all and whatever. But if you look at a pearl, it looks white, but it has every color in it and flowing through it that morph and change. So surround yourself and your body with pearlescent white light, pearlescent light, I should say, and let it do its thing. And then surround your house and all the people you care about and love and all of your creations, if you still take classes or have a clinic or a job or whatever. Cool. Okay, it's just one of those tools. There's a little bit more to it, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But I just want you to have that. And notice also if you have anywhere in your body that has like a pain or a stiffness or a disease or something's not working, just flow pearlescent light through it. Now, for me, I don't see these things. When I close my eyes, I don't see anything. Okay? So anytime somebody would ask me to visualize, I would make it up. I have something called aphantasia, or the description of it is aphantasia. What I realize is people with aphantasia, and there's a lot of us, we have this awareness in a different way. And it's actually a function of all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. So by the way, everything you've ever done to make yourself wrong for not visualizing, what if you have a way that's even more instantly accessible to whatever it is you were thinking you needed to visualize, like just asking for it? What? That's so simple, I know. It's almost like all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. 51. Right, wrong, good and bad, bottom, pock, all 100, shorts, boys, poveds, bases, creations, and beyonds. I want to answer this one question, though, because I'd like to use it as an instructory moment, if you will. What will it take for my employer to agree to my salary with ease, joy, and glory? And you can sense, see, whenever you have a need of something, it's a weird thing because energetically you push it away. Need pushes something away, which is why with this course on sensing, it's not about the need. It's about sensing the fulfillment of it already. And so one of the things that can be really helpful is getting to the point of view where you truly have no point of view. You can use all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory on that energy. But also you go, interesting point of view, I have all these points of view. An interesting point of view, I have these needs. Interesting point of view, everybody else has these points of view that I'm aware of. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view that I think I need to have all these points of view. And whose points of view are they? So to whatever degree you can get over that need, then things can show up a lot easier. And a great question would be, what have I decided I need that is pushing away what I would truly like to have and be? Right and wrong, good and bad, or just pot and pock, everything that is. And run that a few times, okay? So here we go to our E's, the J's, the G's. I love it. My life changed 360 degrees with access for good. Yay! EJG took the pain after a not so nice dog bite. This is so friggin' cool. What would it take for everything on this planet to be greater? Hey, universe, what would it take? I am so with you on that one. And yeah, the hairstyle is that's a thing, huh? That's my after class, having gotten bars and body process hairstyle. I would like to say after sex, but it wasn't. All of life comes to me with these. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. Okay, I want to be clear. It's pearlescent light. It's not even pearlescent white light. It's pearlescent light, which has all the colors blending in. It has sort of this, it looks like a pearl, like a moving pearl. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. Hello, beautiful people around the world. Hi. Nice to see you all. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. Oh, thank you. She said such an amazing class today. Oh my goodness, right? Girl! All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. All of life comes to me with these enjoying glory. Oh, thank you. She said you bring a smile to my face and being. Thank you. I would like us all to smile more. Let's fucking create that shit. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it takes, will you say yes? Thank you. Times a godzillion, right? Wrong about all 100. Fun, fuck, shorts, boys, Bovems, Macy's, creations, and beyonds. I'm laughing because of the namaste. Oh, girl, you should have heard class today in India. It was so much fun. And these beautiful people coming up afterwards, such gratitude. I was saying, oh my goodness. Like, what a beautiful, miraculous thing going on. I'm so friggin' grateful. I'm so friggin' grateful for us, and who tells us that? Who's like, I'm just like literally grateful for you and you can perceive it. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I realize I have this, like I literally have a capacity to tap into all of you guys. And the interesting part is whether you're live or watch it later, it doesn't matter. And for me, I always want to know if what I'm saying is actually genuine to the best of my ability, like actually functioning from awareness. And it's like, I wish I could take your beautiful face in my hands and just look in your beautiful eyes and just go, you're so friggin' beautiful. And anybody that didn't get it, you don't have to listen to them ever again. And every single day, let you know you are so friggin' beautiful. And I hope that lightens up your world where you're like, just let that in for a minute. And rather than realizing that somebody who has judgment must know something you don't, what about somebody who really sees that you're a beautiful creature, no matter what your life has been or what you've chosen? What about, let's let more of that in. And as we do, and all of life comes to me with these enjoying glory, starts creating more of that in our lives where we receive more. Bars creates more of receiving more. In fact, all of access creates more of receiving more. And changing the things in our lives are a function actually of receiving more. Oh, here's another news flash. In order to receive, like let's say here you are and you'd like to be here, or this is going on, you like this, whatever. In order to receive a change, this is a newsflash, okay? My friend Monica said this. You've got to be willing to become different. And it's weird because most people have this fear of change, supposedly. I think it's actually an excitement about change that we've never truly acknowledged. So how much excitement about change, how much enthusiasm for doing something different, something you've never done before, having the adventure of being alive do you have that you've never acknowledged? And what if you could start now so you didn't avoid the new things? Because by avoiding being different, we're avoiding the receiving. Because in order to receive something different, we have to be willing to change. I know, it sounds really simple when I say it, doesn't it? You're like, wait a minute, that makes too much sense. I know! Exactly! That's why I'm saying it. I figured this one would be self-evident. I let it be the energy of the elephant. Totally! I used elephants and not just happy puppies as my examples in India because, hello, I want to honor the culture, right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. So grateful you chose to go live today, made everything greater and brighter. Yay! That's why I'm here. What if that's what we are? Us, you, me, us. What if that's us? I know, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I have you guys to dream with. And guess what? Here's the wonderful part. The dreamers are the ones that create a different world. The people who never dream create the same thing over and over. Wonder what else is possible for us. Boom. Oh, thank you so much. You're always a gift and invitation to know what truly is. Thank you. Oh, what a day. I'm so glad I went live. I'm so glad I got to be with my people. Whew. One day, maybe we'll have to all go to El Lugar. Wait, that'd be a lot of us, but I think we should. And just friggin' do what we do. Whatever it is, that's fun. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm blah, 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 blahing at you. Okay, I'm at 91. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease. Oh, thank you. I just read a comment. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. 105 usages of glories together. So also, if you didn't hear, if you comment challenge, I just did a course that's about getting the sense of what you'd like to create. And I walk you through it in all kinds of different areas. And it's how we actually can access our actual potency to create. Okay. So if you comment challenge, there's that and all kinds of other free gifts I have for you. I wanted you to know that before I end this live. But I also wanted to point this out with this comment. I think it's not fear of the unknown and change. If you heard earlier in the live, if you didn't, you might want to go back and listen to that part. There's some cool stuff in this live. Because it's not the fear of change, it's what we put in the unknown. And so how much of what you think is your fear of change isn't even yours? How much have you bought it from other people? How much have you bought it from other people who didn't have the energetic awareness and sensing that you do? And therefore, anytime something new came up, their first reaction was fear instead of enthusiasm. Everything that is, times a godzillion, all the stuff you bought about new things are painful, and you'd rather have what is comfortable and predictable. Except for you guys, that's a recipe for being so bored you want to kill yourself. Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create it all, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 100, shorts, boys, poveds, bases, creations, and beyonds. So, what if 99% of your fear about anything is not actually yours? Wow. What if it's something you bought while growing up and don't even remember? You should ask yourself, how old am I being and what happened? Because a lot of the things in our lives, the patterns that repeat, is because there's one stuck thing that really seemed impactful to us at an earlier time in life. And you could also look at past lives, but I think it's probably easier for most people to access this lifetime because we know that story. And unfortunately, we have a lot of stories, but that's a story for another time. Sorry. And so, like, let's say you're a 6-year-old and mom and dad had struggles with money, and then they were fighting each other because that's what that ends up creating. And you felt responsible for it, and you tried to see this side and tried to see this side and then tried to bring it together and try to understand it, and while simultaneously feeling like it's your fault, and oh my goodness, and here you are in a relationship and here's this pattern repeating. You could just go, okay, how old am I being? And get the sense and just go, hey, what happened? And if you would, one of the things you can do, especially at this point with what's available with consciousness in the world right now, and where those of us choosing consciousness have gotten the space of the world to, and it is changing to more consciousness rapidly, my beautiful peeps. Just want you to know, okay? Don't buy the shit out there. You don't gotta buy that shit no more, okay? But one of the things that you can do is, so you have this sense of all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory, and you have this sense that I'm hoping you've been getting from the lives, and if you've been doing access classes or whatever it is that you've been doing that brings a lightness and a sense of you, and just as the being you are right now, whatever age that was, whatever situation, you just acknowledging it might change it. Or you might like walk yourself back in time. It only takes a millisecond, and you just kind of stand there and see that little you and go, what does she need to hear? What does he need to hear? What can I be for him? What can I be for her? And just be with them and be that. Show them the awareness that that little kid didn't have, that nobody around them had. Show them the brilliance of their ability to be there and not lose themselves, even though they think they lost themselves. Show them how amazing they are and have always been. And show them that you realize that without tools and without somebody who really gets you and is supporting you and acknowledging you, I get how tough this was. And then you go, I am here now, and I will not ever leave you again. And maybe embrace them for as long as they need. And just love them and care for them and just be that energy of, you beautiful creature, I see you, and it's gonna be okay now. There's so much that we can do with quote unquote healing ourselves, but by truly honoring us and honoring the experiences that we've had and honoring the things that we've been through that we're still carrying, honoring ourselves for having gone through that, and recognize that we can be a major contribution to us. And simultaneously, if you look at the person you are now, you're not who you were then. And wow, the fact that you have been able to walk on this journey and not repeat the same cycles that they did against other people is an amazing gift of you. Okay, I feel like I'm talking too much now. I adore you guys immensely, and I just appreciate you all so much. And I hope you really know that what you desire is possible now more than ever. I love it. This live is like a $3,000 a day class. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Such a great pleasure to be with you all and perceive how amazing you are and how amazing we together are. Let's end the self-serving separation that we've been conditioned to believe that is the only choice for how people can be. Let's function a lot more like the animals that function from an ecosystem in which everyone and everything is included and contributed to. Will you say yes, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 100, shorts, boys, povats, bases, creations, and beyonds. All right, you beautiful creatures, thank you so much for being with me. I look forward to being with you next time. I will see you soon. Kisses on your beautiful cheeks. Bye-bye for now. 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.